Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you all are doing great and I hope you had a good week last week. Today I want to go through my analysis for the upcoming week, and I'll be going through four major pairs as usual. Starting with gold, then EURUSD, GBPUSD, and GBPJPY. Now, starting off with gold, from the weekly time frame, you can see that price has approach this resistance level here, represented by the red zone. That is after bouncing off this level. And from last week I was saying that we have to wait for a closure above this red zone for a continuation to the upside. Unfortunately, this week from the weekly time frame, that didn't happen. It formed this doji candle over here, so meaning that there is some indecision going on, a strong battle between the buyers and sellers. Now, if we take this to the daily time frame, we can see that price actually broke out of this ascending triangle that I predicted last weekend, and came back down to this resistance level here. Okay, now support. All right, so from what I am saying, two things can happen, because the formation of this three candle is what would generally refer to as an evening star, which normally would indicate a reversal pattern, a bearish reversal pattern. But since price is currently in this resistance now support level, there could be a bounce to the upside. Okay, it could just mean that price has come back to retest this level here, now supports, and form a bullish candle to the upside. So we have to wait for the next candle to see how the next candle would form before making our decision whether to buy or sell. Now, if we move to the 4-hourly time frame, we can see it very well that price broke out of this range here to the upside. Okay, and now coming back down into this red zone again. So if there is a break or out of this red zone, we'll be looking for a bullish formation over here, and if we see a nice bullish candle form, maybe an engulfing candle or a pin bar that closes inside this zone, or that closes or any bullish candle that closes out of this zone to the upside, we'll end up taking our buy trade to this level over here. Now, if price continues to the downside, I would wait for price to move down a little bit, come back to retest, form a bullish a bearish reversal pattern over here before taking my sell trade down to this, back down to this trend line or support level down here. Okay, now if price breaks below this a little bit and starts to come back up and doesn't form a bearish reversal, I wouldn't take a sell trade unless I see a proper bearish reversal candlestick pattern, because there's a possibility that price could still come down a little bit just below here, take out some people that have their stops around this area here, and start and move back up to the upside. Okay, so you have to be very careful. You have to wait for confirmation before taking any buy or sell trades. So for the upcoming week, I'll just wait and see how price reacts to this area. If there is a break below, I'll wait for a retest and wait for a bearish candlestick formation before I sell. And if price starts moving to the upside, I'll wait for a nice bullish candlestick pattern to form before I buy, and I advise you do the same as well. And this is mostly for people who swing trade and trade on the 4-hour candle. All right, so the next pair we will be looking at is the EURUSD. All right, so the EURUSD, let's start from the 4-hour candle. So from the weekly candle, so from the weekly candle, you can see that price is still in this range here. I entered this trade sometime last week, and I thought because of the formation of this nice pin bar, price will continue to the upside. but evidently it hasn't, but it's still within this range. So any break and closure below this trend line level here will probably mean a continuation to the downside, probably to this support level down here, this blue line zone. But if price forms a bullish reversal, then means that price could continue to the upside to the top of this range as well. Now if we move to the daily time frame, we can see that price is still ranging a bit. There's still some indecision. Price hasn't broken this trend line here, so we're waiting for to buy this trade. I'll suggest to wait for a break above this trend line and closure above this trend line before taking any buy trades to the upside if you're not already in this buy trade, because there's a possibility that price could break this trend and continue below here, or price could even just get here then start making an up move, taking most of us out that have our stop loss just below here. So it's very possible this could happen, and it's also possible that price could just break this and continue all the way down to this area here. Now if we go to the 4-hour candle where I normally take my entries, yeah, this is what we'll be waiting for, a break of this trend line over here. So if there is a break above it here, I'm waiting for a break, possibly a retest, then a continuation to the upside. Okay, so that's what I'll be expecting, a break, maybe a retest, and a continuation to the upside. Okay, so it's possible that this could happen. It's also possible that there could be a continuation to the downside and price could continue to break below this level to this area here before making an up move, or break below this area and continue downwards. So before we take this EURUSD trade, we have to ensure that we wait for our confirmation, and always ensure proper risk management as well. If you're not in this trade, I'll tell you to be patient and wait for a proper candlestick pattern to form, okay, before entering into this trade. All right, and for GBP USD, so my prediction last week, as you can see from this candle, was a bounce off this trend line to the upside. Now fortunately that didn't happen, and we formed this nice bullish candle last week. Okay, so this could mean that price could continue to the downside for this particular pair. All right, now there's a range that I have put my that I've targeted. That's this blue line over here, and price is still within that range. Now if there is a break below this range here and the closure, this blue line here, then price could continue to the downside. Now if we go to the daily time frame, we can see it much clearly that price has broken and closed below this trend line and this support level as well, but we're still inside this blue range. So a break below, maybe the next daily candle that closes below this blue line here, will mean a continuation to the downside, and I'll be looking to take my sell trade. So for now, I'm already out of this trade because this trade took me out at break even. Okay, so I'm out of this trade over here, and I will be waiting to see how price reacts to this level over here. So a closure, a break of this blue candle over here, and a retest, then I'll look, and if I'm looking for a bearish reversal candlestick here, or price could get back up to this trend line here, as well as resistance level before continuation to the downside. Okay, so we have to be very careful and watch and see how price reacts before we make our move. There's no need to rush to enter the market, and let's always wait for the market to come to us. Okay, so my last analysis for this week would be for GBP USD, GBPJPY, sorry, and as you can see from the weekly time frame, price has broken below this trend line up here. okay, as well as this support level, which for me indicates a continuation to the downside. All right, so we can either enter immediately here and put our stop loss just above this level here, above this wick here, and take our trade to the downside, possibly to this blue zone over here, or we could wait for price to get to this level over here, as you can see from the 4-hour charts, and break below this, retest it before taking our trade down to this level. Okay, the reason we are waiting for price to break this level is that there's a possibility that price could bounce off it, forming a double bottom. Okay, so that can always happen, and so that's why we have to be very careful. All right, so but this blue zone here is a very key area and a very strong area of support that is attracting price at the moment. So it's very possible that price could continue all the way to this level, and I would suggest that you start looking for sell opportunities for this trade, because it's broken below this support as well as trend line. So you can either take the price directly from here all the way down to this blue zone, or you can wait for price to break this level here and wait for a retest before taking your sell entry down. And once price gets to this area over here and you notice you see any bullish reversal pattern, you can end up taking your buy trade because price is forming a double bottom. But if there's a break, then I suggest to wait for a retest, take your entry to the downside. All right, so this is my analysis for the upcoming week for these 4 major pairs. Is we have to wait for confirmations for each of these pairs. For GBPJPY, I'm mostly bearish on this pair. For GBPUSD, I am somewhat bearish, but I'll confirm my bearish trade on the break of this blue level over here, that is the 1.375 level. For EURUSD, I am still in an indecision phase. I would only sell when there's a break below this trend line over here, and I'll buy when there's a break above this trend line over here. For gold as well, I'm waiting to see how price reacts to this level over here. A break below it will mean a continuation to the downside, and a break above it will mean a continuation to the upside. So that's what we are waiting for. I hope this video has been very helpful, and if it has, please leave a like, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, and I would see you in the next video. Peace.